Okay,
Okay,
let's do it.
great.
Okay, we are live. Hello and
Welcome.
welcome. Welcome, everyone. If you are joining with us live, say hello, tell us your name. We'll see if we can find the comments somewhere on here. I don't see them on my screen right now, but
We're
we
great
just
at sales. I don't know about technology.
yeah, we don't know where the comments are right now, but we'll find them. So tell us hello if you're here live or if you're watching the replay, give us a hashtag replay. My name is Nicole Kramer. This is my group. You might already know who I am. I help people master their sales conversations using sales psychology, human connection, and some fun magic phrases, which we're here to talk about today. And this is my friend Andrea, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Sure. My name is Andrea Daniels. I am the founder or owner of a company called Rookie to Rainmaker, which we teach people how to make it rain. No, I'm kidding. We teach people how to do relationship-based sales. And I'm also a certified guide with Nicole. We've been navigating this crazy world together, teaching together, and it's been a little cray-cray, but it's been good.
I was going to
It's
say,
been
what word are
good.
you going to use there? It's been what?
Interesting. We've learned a lot about
I
ourselves
love
and
it.
grown together through the work, through our friendship. I know I've had higher level conversations with friends, family members, leaders. So yeah,
Yeah. I
it's
think
been
that's
it's
the
been a
beauty.
great 2 years.
Yeah, it's been, well, yeah, I would say cray cray, interesting, great, all of the above. It's been a fun experience because through all of it, we get to do the work that really means so much to us, which is bringing the work of exactly what to say, bringing the work of having more connection and confidence in how you're communicating. And that's what this work is really all about. And that's what Andrea and I, every single week now, are doing some live trainings in here with you so that we can bring some of this work to you so that you can see on a smaller scale how this can be really impactful, not just in your business, but in your day to day relationships. It bleeds into every area of your life. And in full disclosure, we are doing these lives because in August, we have a really incredible program coming up, and it's our Exactly What to Say certification program. It's a 4-month journey where we take you through every single magic phrase, all of the methodology. You get this fun workbook. You get to play with some role play cards. We do role play every week, and you really get a new language and you get the practice and the repetition with this new language of influence. And it not is just not is just it is not just, it is not as just it is not just to create more sales in your business. It's to create more connection in every area of your life so that you're helping people get clarity. That's what that's really all about. And so we do have that coming up in August. We've got some early bird specials right now. If you're like, whoa, slow your roll, ladies. I don't even know both of you yet. What do you have going on? Why would I want to sign up with you in August? Well, that's why we're here, so that we can give you some experience of the work. And then we also have something really cool coming up tomorrow morning that we want to invite you to as well. Andrea, you want to tell them all about it?
Yeah, we have a role play session coming up tomorrow morning where you get to be in the hot seat with Miss Nicole Kramer and I. And I always think it's really good to practice in private where it's fun and it's messy and you can learn, you can laugh at yourself versus practicing on your clients. So we'd like to not put people in the hot seat, but it's like, hey, here's your chance. Let's see where we go with it. You're either going to role play with Nicole or I, and the other person's going to give feedback. We'd like to praise, give really good feedback, what you did well, polish, here's something you can do better next time. And potential is, I'm sorry, praise, polish, clean up a little bit, and then your potential of something that you can do better next time. And it's meant to be fun and it's meant to learn. There's people from different industries in there. And I know that since I've been role playing for the last probably 5 years by myself, 2 years with you, that our clients have gotten better. Nicole's gotten better. I've gotten better. I learned some things from Nicole because she's in a different industry than I am. So I think it's really if you can just slow down and work on your conversations and show up at a higher level with your clients, you might be the choice that they pick. Because sometimes we just show up and we wing it. And I don't want to wing my future compensation. I really want to show up prepared. And the other person, they deserve for you to show up at a higher level if they have a problem and you potentially have a solution. Because if they don't understand, if they don't know, like, well, you can't be a secret salesperson. If they don't know what products you offer or what you can do to help them, and you're not good at articulating it, how can you really help them? You might have the best offer, but like Nicole always says, let the best marketer win. If no one knows about it, no one can buy it.
And if you show up
And
not knowing what, go ahead.
it's really important that Nicole said before we got on the phone. The trust factor across the world, across America, the trust factor at this day and time with AI and content and salesiness, the trust factor I think is diminished when there's more AI and less EI, emotional intelligence. So I think building that trust factor is really, really important. And I think to build that trust factor, you have to be really present in the conversation. Thought that was worth mentioning, Nicole.
That's exactly what I was going to mention is the fact that when you don't show up to your conversations prepared, you tend to either show up then as unconfident or sometimes overly cocky because you're trying to overcompensate for what you feel like you don't know. And that severs trust. If you are not showing up in a way that you can handle your conversations and help the other person feel safe, help the other person feel taken care of, help them feel like it's about them, then you're not able to help somebody make a decision because people can't make decisions unless they're in a place of trust. Right. So
Yeah.
part of the building of the trust is to slow things down and help someone feel comfortable. Otherwise, you're making it about you. And, you know, you had a great point, Andrea, to bring up AI, because to me, I was thinking about this earlier today. What's the first letter in AI stand for?
Artificial.
We're letting something artificial. I don't have a problem with AI. I use it, but we cannot keep letting the artificial side of things expect it to do the heavy lifting to create the connection with the people who we need to be building trust with.
That's what I talk about with my auto plans.
It's like, so you're going to let the art, we all talk about authenticity and be genuine and connection. And then again, this is not me having a problem with AI. It's having a problem with the fact that we are putting up roadblocks to the very thing that creates business in our world, that creates opportunities in our world, which is the connection that people feel to us. And they can't feel connected to us unless we show up able to facilitate and create that connection, because we know what to say, when to say it, and how to make it count. And we understand how to make it about the connection, not what we want, not what our goals are, not just what they want, but the connection to help reach a point that benefits everyone. And I feel like we're talking a little bit big picture about it, but that's what I think is really most important right now is, are we seeing the big picture of what we are doing or not doing by expecting all of these posts and content to do all the work for us? We still have to know how to communicate at a high level.
Yeah, we can be top of mind through our posts and our texts and our emails and our videos. And like, it's one thing to be top of mind. It's another thing, like you said, to expect it to convert the lead. You
Yeah.
still need to have a conversation.
Well, what happens when somebody picks up, they're like, I loved your post. I loved all of your emails. Hey, can we talk? And you're like, right? I want to be able to show up with the confidence and the confidence to handle those conversations. And I saw some over the last week with some role plays that I've been doing with different groups. And when you take one card and another card and you put it in front of people and they're like, I wouldn't use that phrase in that way, or I wouldn't, it's like, well, then what are you going to do in real life? What are you going to do when you're really in front of that person and they say something? How are we going to know how to handle it? And so I'm going to remind Andrea here very briefly that I have to be on a call in 4 minutes, and we're going to each tell a quick story. Yeah, we can do this because we both had an experience this morning or in the last couple of days of the phrase, don't worry. And I just think it's a phenomenal demonstration of how it was used really well. So Andrea, share yours.
Sure. So there's a big storm here in Pennsylvania, and Jake's Tree Service was supposed to come and do a quote today between 1:30 and 2:30. My husband sends me a text. He's like, I think Jake Tree Service there. So I run outside, flag the guy down. He's down at my neighbor's house, and he pulls over and he was like, hi, can I help you? Are you flagging me down? I was like, yeah, I had an appointment at 1:30. And I was like, pull in the driveway. He pulls in and he goes, I'm sorry. He's like, with the storm, we have a lot of sales rep, but I don't have you on my schedule. And then he gets out of the car. He said, the good news is I'm the GM, the general manager. And don't worry, because I'm happy to give you a quote. So he used two phrases, but he didn't even know that he was using the phrases. His sales guy didn't show up. He wasn't upset about that. He wasn't trying to be on a schedule. He says, don't worry, I got you. I got you. So he took a bit potentially angry customer because the consultation appointment didn't show up when we had it scheduled. And I says, don't worry, I got you. So
and he made it about you right away.
He made it about me. Yeah. And he was like, don't worry, I got you. The good news is I'm the GM. And I was like, oh, wow, this is nice. Like I went from being like, oh my God, I got to do this again, reschedule it. Where's the guy? Pulls right in, gives me a quote. He's like, we can be here in the next 2 weeks. Like it's probably the quickest $1,300 this man ever made in his life. It was literally less than 10 minutes, but I went from like accelerated.
Two magic phrases.
Yeah. I went from like accelerated, like, oh my God, I got to get this done. And he's like, don't worry, I got you. And it's like, I just calmed down. And anytime you say the phrase, don't worry, after it, it actually has to be something like about the other person, calming them down, whatever the don't worry is, it has to be a truthful statement after it. And he calmed me down. I mean, I wasn't mad that the other guy wasn't here. I was frustrated, but he's like, don't worry, I got you. I'm the GM. And then I went to, oh my God, did I get your sales guy in trouble? I'm sorry. He's like, no, don't worry. I'll give you the quote. Your storm's all over. Everyone's asking for quotes. Got you. Nicole, your story?
Yeah, I think that that was fantastic that he immediately didn't make it like, oh, that guy, man, he should have been here. I'm sorry that he wasn't here. Because that's about him. That's about his business. That's about the, he said, skipped right over that. Don't worry. I got you. I can give you a quote right now. I own the business or whatever he said, general manager.
GM.
So I have just seen a lot of people. This is just the one thing that I really quickly wanted to share. In the last week of all the role plays I've done, I keep seeing people try to get married on the first date. They're trying to cover so much ground. And last week, we used the phrase, don't worry. It was the magic phrase that I pulled. And every single objection that I pulled up, people were trying to overcome the objection. Like one of them was, I'm going to stay with my current coach. And the person was like, don't worry, let me tell you why my coaching business is better. And it was like, hold on, right? What if we don't have to overcome all of this stuff every single time? What if it's okay to make people feel seen and heard in that moment? And we just get to say, hey, don't worry. If you're happy, I'm happy. If you've already found what you're looking for, knowing things can change down the road, don't worry. I'm just a call away. Let's stay connected. Something like that, where you're like, not making them feel pressure in that moment, but helping them still feel like, hey, you still have a space in my world. You know, if anything changes, reach out. But if you're happy, I'm happy. But we try to cover so much ground and we try to always make it about winning or being right or convincing. And it's like, no, when we learn these phrases, you do exactly what that guy, don't worry, I got you. There's all kinds of people around, you know, no worries at all. I can give you a quote right now. I manage the company. These are things that you learn through actually exploring and practicing, not just, I've got the book. If the book was the answer, you'd have what you needed already. You don't need an answer, you need an advantage. And that's exactly what we give you inside of our coaching program. Why don't you come tomorrow morning and check it out with a role play session with us? We're fast and furious. We have a lot of fun. We would love to see you there. We're going to put the link in the comments so you can join us. You get a free spot. You don't even have to get in the hot seat. If you just want to observe, we won't call on you. You can just come and watch and see what it's all about.
No voluntolding.
So we will put the link in the comments. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome.
Everybody, have a great day.